What's up, everybody? Magic with RacingDudes.com here to watch the Arlington Million, a Grade 1 race at Colonial Downs this year. It's race 10 on Saturday, August 12th, and $1 million purse, Grade 1 race, mile and a quarter. From a name perspective, not a lot of big names in American turf racing, and certainly not in this race here, but there are 11 horses, so a great betting opportunity. If you want to watch the race along with me, click the link in the box above or check down below in the description for the video. I'll have the link right there. We can watch along the Grade 1 Arlington Million. I'll see you at the post. All right, waiting on Santine to get into the gate here, and they'll be all set. 11 horses going a mile and a quarter at Colonial Downs in the Grade 1 Arlington Million, and they're off. And we'll see how the pace breaks from this spot here. Atone, the 4 horse you figure would probably go, but some other horses could be in the mix as well. 7 Strong Quality I thought could go, and there he goes. I see him on the front end there. Atone's going to tuck back. Catnip is running much more forwardly placed this time around. I think a good stalking position. Santine in a good spot in terms of being close to the leader, but he is going to be 4 wide into that first turn there. He's going to be able to cross over and probably run about 2-3 wide, but he did have to go 4 wide initially to start there. Atone, the 7-2 morning line favorite, ignored on the board at 11-1. Some interesting betting going on in this race. Feel pretty tightly bunched overall. Set piece I can see is at the rear there. You'd expect set piece to be in that spot as well. But it's Strong Quality, 7 horse is now up very clearly on the lead. Santine a good second there. Atone a good third. Masterpiece, it looks like that is a horse who's going to be in there with Catnip, if I can see those numbers correctly. Rock Emperor also sitting there in mid-pack there. Masterpiece was Aaron Haltman's top pick over at RacingDudes.com. He and I have both been waiting for this horse to pop a big effort. It seems like he's got Grade 1 older turf in America kind of ability. We just haven't quite seen it from him yet. No times right now being posted, but it looks like the 7 Strong Quality is still doing everything in his own power. Starting to separate from the field as Santine starts to drop off a bit. Here comes Masterpiece moving 3 wide around Santine. Now they close the gap on Strong Quality. Atone's still sitting there, hugging the rail, waiting for some space, it looks like, in the stretch. We'll see if he gets it as they get off of the turn. Listen, Masterpiece made his effort, and then it kind of fell apart there. Didn't get it. Santine re-rallies. He's going to challenge for the lead. Set piece blows right past everybody on the outside. Last to first. Huge move. He's going to win this race going away. I gotta say, Santine, a great effort to get up for second. Adamo, 10-1 on the morning line, ends up as your 4-1 very lukewarm favorite. Comes across there, and then also Never Explain, the 2 horse, I think gets up for 4th. So, wow, I need to see that off the turn again because, like I said, a set piece was at the rear of the field where you kind of expect him to be, and he just blew right past everyone. Final time of 158.19 is pretty good, but no internal fractions, so not quite helpful enough. But yeah, let's see how this 3 horse set piece wins. 5-1, the third choice in the off odds there. Strong Quality, again, some very odd betting here. Maybe the morning line just hard to predict for this race. 12-1 morning line for 7 Strong Quality goes off as the 9-2 second choice. He looked good until he didn't. He definitely got everything his own way up front. Not going to get a much better setup than that. You know, Santine, for everything that happened, for him having to be breaking from post 11, going 4 and 3 wide into that first turn, at one point looking like he wasn't able to keep up because Strong Quality started to put a little distance on him. When he got headed, Santine fought back and clearly second best in this race to set piece, but still a very solid effort there for second. A horse that, you know, Santine that really loves Churchill Downs, and so this race not being at Churchill Downs this year, thought it might be a downgrade for him. Masterpiece, that was that was your shot, man. You had everything set up for you, perfect position, and you just had nothing. Might be time to officially give up on picking Masterpiece in these Grade 1 races at older turf. Let's see. Set piece gets the win. Atone had everything kind of set up for him, and then he just didn't quite kick on, even though he was able to save ground there on the rail for Mike Maker. But also, you know, 7-2 morning line was the 12-1 final. Adamo, I'll have to rewatch to see how he did to get up for third, and then, like I mentioned, the 2 Never Explained for Shug McGahee gets up late for 4th in this spot. I'll take a break, and when they show the replay, I'll be right back to discuss that some more. You can watch the replay back. If we're going to focus especially on the 3 horse set piece. He goes right to the back again, like I thought, as I expected. We'll see where the other horses were. When we talked about Santine, he was super wide down the stretch the whole time, 4 wide through the turn. The third place finisher was the 9 horse Adamo. He is the only horse that's behind him is set piece, the winner, and then the 2 horse that got up late for 4th, he is just ahead of Adamo. So this kind of tells me that we had a pace meltdown. Again, we didn't have the internal fractions while the race was happening. So we'll see if that's something that gets recorded later, reported, hand timed. We'll find out. We just had the final time. But down through the turn, again, Santine is now up to 2nd, but he did have a wide trip there. And then the 3, 9, and 2 are all saving ground at the rear of the field as they go down the backstretch. So there just must have been some sort of a pace collapse here, going too fast for the horses to have come off of that, which reaffirms what I had said, is that Santine ran a really good race to be. This is almost kind of like the Kentucky Derby a little bit, right? Where he's 2 fills, where he's right up there on this pace, and then everyone else around him is going to fall apart and fall off, and he's going to hold on for 2nd while a bunch of closers come and get him. So, they go in the far turn. The 2 is the first horse to move from the 3 in the rear. The 9's going to follow. The 3 set piece still in last. We're still in last place here. Let's see where. Now he's going to finally move, probably, I think, at about the quarter pole. And then he's going to end up sending this horde super wide. The 2 got a little bit of traffic trouble there, allowed the 9 to get around him on the outside. But set piece, yeah, he's already home. We're a furlong, at least a furlong out. Yeah, he's home. Super impressive there. Just an absolutely impressive effort. So fun fact about set piece. 2 races back, he won the Grade 3 Arlington Stakes at Churchill Downs. That race made him officially a $1 million earner. 2 starts later, he wins the Grade 1 Arlington Million. So the recent millionaire now adding a huge extra chunk of change to that, and now a multiple Grade 3, Grade 2 winner. He's now officially a Grade 1 winner. So tip of the cap to Set Piece and to the Brad Cox team for having him ready. What did you think about this race? Did you think about his effort? Do you like Set Piece for the Breeders' Cup Turf, even though this wasn't a win and you're in for that race? What do you think about his chances moving forward, or possibly even Santine? Let me know down below in the comments section. Make sure before you leave, you hit like on the video, subscribe to youtube.com/racingdudes. We have previews for every race, every track across the country. We also over at youtube.com/racingdudes have all sorts of video previews and analysis of the major stakes races happening up through and into the Breeders' Cup. Until next time, see you at the track. RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. Summer's here, our picks are heating up. We want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel right now. Click the notification bell. You don't want to miss a single one of our awesome videos. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.